Welcome back, everybody. This is the Unit 3 review. Now, French, the language, is a relatively modern invention. Up until a few centuries ago, many regions within the current French Republic weren't actually a part of the country, and they spoke their own languages such as Occitan in the south and Breton in the north. The French Academy was set up in 1693 by the French government in order to try and preserve the French language. However, it wasn't until the French Revolution that true standardization was achieved. In the name of forced egalitarianism, many regional languages and dialects were suppressed.
Egalitarianism.
Egalitarianism. Despite this, the languages themselves were not entirely stamped out altogether, which is why we get the accents that we do today.
Stamp out.
Stamp out.
Today, nearly half of all French people speak with an accent, and they are increasingly pushing back on this idea that there's only one proper form of French. Accents and dialects actually show the diversity and history of a nation, so they should be embraced, not ridiculed. Push back.
Push back.
Disingenuous apology aside, Mélenchon may want to be more careful in the future with his words. Legislation was actually submitted recently to the National Assembly of France that would make it illegal for discriminating against someone based on their dialect. Disingenuous.
Disingenuous. How many people in your family have a regional dialect or accent?
Yeah, well, speaking of, how would you feel about someone making fun of someone else's dialect? I grew up in kind of countryside area, and so I had a certain kind of accent that a lot of my family members had or do have. And I noticed when I went to college that some people pointed my accent out. So I think that I tried to neutralize my accent, but because of that, I wouldn't want to make fun of someone because of their accent.
Right.
Most of my family has some sort of accent.
Right. Yeah.
What about your family?
So one half of my family sounds like just typical standard English. They all sort of copy what they hear on TV. And the other half of my family is from a region called Essex. So everyone sort of talks like that. Yes, would you like a cup of tea? Like that kind of thing. I don't know if there's a stigma about the accent. It just sounds funny to people. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's going to do it for Unit 3, and we will see you back here in the next one. Bye, everybody.